I destroyed my whole high school career in basically 5 seconds with just one weirdo text. Let's explain. So I came from a middle school that had about 10 to 13 people per class, and then I went to a high school that had about 100 to like 200 kids per class, okay? It was a super big transitional year for me. A big note for me too was that my middle school, and at least in my eyes, maybe some other people found them attractive, I did not have any attractive women in my class because, limited numbers mean limited pool of women, meaning limited number of baddies. Simple mathematics. You go to a bigger school, higher chance of baddies. Simple mathematics. I'm like, holy shit, there are a lot of baddies. And I didn't know anybody else from the other schools. I was just kind of in my own little box from this middle school. In my mind, middle school to high school is going to be freaking fantastic, okay? Turns out it wasn't. I was super nervous. I was super scared. I didn't want to talk to anybody except like the one kid I knew from my old middle school. And I was just a skinny little nerd bitch boy, okay? So I had this Spanish class, and I had ADHD, couldn't focus. Only thing I was focusing on was this girl in the back of the class, okay? And keep in mind, what I just said, I couldn't talk to anybody, let alone a pretty girl, right? So I got a buddy from my old middle school. I'm talking to him, being like, yeah, she's like really pretty, like blah blah blah. And he's like, okay, why don't you just like text her? I'm like, I guess, but I haven't even like talked to her in like the real life. You know what I mean? Like that seems kind of odd. He's like, nah, man, just go for it. I'm like, okay. So I somehow get her snap. I don't even know how I got, because I didn't talk to her, so I must have got it from some fucking kid. And I got her snap, and I think I just texted her that I liked her, and literally 10 seconds. Only took 10 seconds, and at least in my mind, like high school was ruined. I walk into school, there's like a big group of kids like looking at me, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, I'm about to piss my pants. Like, there was some baddies in there, there's like these football dudes, and I'm like, what the fuck, bro? And I guess one of them was like the football, like quarterback's girlfriend or something. I didn't know this because I don't fucking know nobody. And that dude was there, and I was like, what the hell? And there was this other lore too, because the kid that I came from middle school also looked like me. So then the quarterback kid, right, dating the girl I texted, he went over to the kid who looked like me and was like, yo, why are you texting my girl? And he's like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, right? And because he thought it was me, because we look so similar, I guess. I don't think we look similar. I think that's just false narrative, okay? But apparently we were twins, all right? The bullshit. Bottom line, in my perception, everyone kind of had an agenda towards me the whole year, even if nobody knew what the fuck was going on, and like probably most people didn't. In my mind, I was like, this is fucked. I assume like most of the football and like athletic people knew, I guess. But then I think I realized too, like most of these motherfuckers don't even know. And honestly, looking back at it now, who the fuck cares? You know what I mean? I would have gone up to the girl. Like I really don't care anymore. Especially if like it's in a classroom setting and I get it like set up. You know what I mean? Like I think that's easy bread butter money. You know what I mean? But back then, that was literally big. That was like my NBA Finals. That was my Super Bowl. That was insane balls, dude. And it's like I threw like maybe the game-winning touchdown pass and completely airball. So, but I mean, who gives a fuck now about high school, because that shit was 4 years, and I'm gonna have hopefully another 40, 50, 60, maybe 60, 70 years left on this earth. Maybe 6,000, 7,000 years with AI. Who knows?